Hello, everyone, and welcome to Inside the Newsroom. I'm Maddie Paul. Inside the Newsroom, we bring you the trending stories of the KELOLAND area, and my favorite part, we bring on our newsroom staff members to talk about these trending stories. And they just happen to be the same trending stories that you see every day on our newscasts and online at keloland.com. We're going to have some fun on today's episode of Inside the Newsroom, too, because, of course, we got to go out with a bang into the new year. So today on Inside the Newsroom, we're going to look at sobriety options going into the New Year's and looking at celebrations. And we're looking at a New Year's clip from the morning show and reacting to some fun that they had this morning. We're also going to talk about some ins and outs for the new year and a special New Year's Eve celebration happening tonight on KELOLAND Plus. So stay tuned for those details. That will be at the end of the show, and you're going to want to see what we're going to have planned for you only on KELOLAND Plus. But this is Inside the Newsroom. Let's bring on one of our newsroom staff members to talk about those sobriety options that you can learn about here on Inside the Newsroom. And welcome back to Inside the Newsroom. While a good portion of the population will likely ring in the new year with alcohol, it's sometimes a tough holiday for those who struggle with alcohol addiction. Summer Roddershot brings us tips from someone who stopped drinking a few years ago.
At Good Natured in Sioux Falls, you'll find a nice place to hang out that lacks one thing: alcohol. Shannon Ward, who stopped drinking over 5 years ago, owns the establishment.
Good Natured is a social space. We create community. We don't serve alcohol. We do all kinds of fun things.
Because of the business's mission, Good Natured is going to be hosting a special event on New Year's Eve.
We'll be open at 4 on Wednesday, and we'll have the ball drop at 9, and then I'll gently shoo everyone out, and we'll have obviously a sober environment here if that's something that you're seeking.
If you're going to be going out this New Year's Eve but would like to avoid drinking, Ward advises scouting ahead of time places that serve mocktails.
You'll find that a lot of places now have a really great mocktail selection or a non-alcoholic cocktail side. There's a lot of beers that are now non-alcoholic.
If you choose to drink, just be conscious of others.
I think people struggle with the relationship with alcohol around New Year's Eve because a lot of the times there's a big bash at the end of the year. It almost always has champagne or some type of something to drink at the end. So it can be a time that can be especially triggering for people.
And Summer Roddershot joins us at the digital desk to talk more about this story and to ring in the new year.
Yeah.
But Summer, how did you learn about this story idea? Or have you done stories with Good Natured before?
Yeah, so I was with Good Natured when they opened the location that they're at right now. And so I sort of had heard about it. And I just think especially during this time of the year when, you know, because it's no secret that everybody's cheersing champagne on New Year's Eve, and that's not a bad thing. But for the people that do struggle with that addiction aspect, I think it's really interesting to hear from somebody like Shannon, who she stopped drinking, 5.5 years ago. And she will talk to you about how it's an issue with her. So sort of seeing her perspective on this, I just think is something really valuable that we should listen to this time of the year.
I've never been to Good Natured before, but looking at it from this story, it seemed like a very vibrant and creative space. So what was the atmosphere like when you got there for this story?
It's It's so fun. So they have like different arts and crafts and puzzles and so many different things to do because they call themselves a third space, a place that's not work or home, but that you can go and that you can feel safe and you can do things. So they have so many different activities there. And then they also have all these coolers in the back that have all these different canned goods of stuff that's alcohol-free or non-alcoholic to give you, considering they have no alcohol there, they want to give you fun drinks that you still like enjoy to drink. You know what I'm saying?
So what do you think was one of the most important visuals or sounds that you wanted to capture for the story? And then how do you think you captured it?
Visually, it was sort of a difficult story because, we're previewing an event that hasn't happened yet. But I think one thing that Shannon and I both sort of wanted to focus on is, okay, if you aren't going to go to Good Natured tonight, well, I would encourage it, the mocktail aspect of it. So she brought things that you can use at home to make mocktails. They can't make them there yet because of some licensing. So that's why they have canned goods. But I wanted her to bring the stuff for mocktails, but then also so we could sort of open that door to talk to people about mocktails. I think it was really interesting because she said, you can call ahead or you can how you look up a menu online before you go to a restaurant?
Yes.
I'm so guilty of that. But you can do the same thing for mocktails. If all your friends are going out to this bar or this club or something, you can look ahead of time and see what they make. And, I sort of just think that helps you if you're trying to avoid alcohol this year or this day or whatever, just to sort of have a game plan ahead of time so that you don't not do that. You know what I'm saying? So that you can you have a plan ahead of time and you don't break away from that. So I think just that mocktail aspect and how to also help people who aren't, like I said, going to be at Good Natured tonight.
I'm glad you brought up the mocktail portion of the story because that's when it kind of changed for me, the story. Because first of all, I love your stand-up in the story because I haven't seen you do a stand-up in a while.
I know. I'm guilty of that.
It was great, but it really works for the story. It's very simple. You're in front of the mocktail ingredients, and again, it leads into that next half of the story. Yeah. So was that kind of the intention behind this stand-up? How do you think that stand-up plays a role in this story?
Yeah, I think it sort of connects the two different halves because Jordan, the co-anchor this morning on the Keloland this morning, but he was also doing a story about an alcohol-free event. And so I'm like, okay, I want to talk about Good Natured's alcohol-free event, but then also put a different twist on it so that it's different from what Jordan was doing. And so I think the stand-up sort of helped glue those two pieces together, but still helped it flow throughout the package.
I like that this story shows that there's more ways to celebrate holidays and there's options outside of drinking alcohol. Honestly, it made me personally think just after watching it, is there ways that I could limit my alcohol use? Is that okay for this time of year, even though it's a holiday? So that's what stood out to me was the way sobriety is approached during the holidays. What stood out to you?
I sort of feel like there's, and sort of even just hearing you say, oh, how can I maybe cut some out or something? I feel like there's sort of this growing trend almost of people that are consuming less alcohol or cutting out alcohol altogether. So I think this sort of just opens the door to be okay, if you're one of those people that's trying to cut out alcohol, whether it be for health reasons, whether it be for community reasons, there's other people that are in the same boat as you and that are willing to support you on this journey. And then just to know that there's a safe space for if it's something you struggle with or you're just looking for entertainment outside of having to be drinking alcohol, that there's options available.
So is that what you hope that viewers can take away from the story?
I think so. I think that's my hope, is to know that you're not alone and that there's other people in the same boat as you.
Well, now I have to ask, because yesterday you walked in while Scott and I were talking. I think we were talking about our ins and outs of 2026, and he's like, what does that mean? Is that SNL or something like that? So I have to, just curious, do you have any ins or outs of 2026?
So I would say my outs, and I did this past year and it worked pretty well, but I want to be even better about it. So my outs is buying things I don't need. I'm a retail therapy person. And so I'm okay, let's cut out all the things that I don't need. And I did really well this year, but I think I can do, or last year, 2025, whatever.
Yeah, take it out.
Yep. I want to do even better this year. And then my ins is pouring into people that I see pouring into me. I feel like sometimes, and I have great friends, and I think making new friends is great also, but seeing the people that are equally pouring into me, because sometimes you try to reach out to somebody and maybe they're not reaching out the same to you, and it's sort of difficult, but I'm okay, the people that are pouring into me, I want to pour back into them. So
Oh, those are
that's
good
my
ones.
What are your ins and outs?
See, I haven't really thought about it that much.
Okay.
I'm too simple, I think. So I got to think. I don't know. You just made it sound so good. I think like an in, something that I could like actually work on is like reaching out to people. You're talking about how like pour into the people that are pouring into you. I could pour into more people.
Okay.
I feel like. So I could be that person that's like the people that are most important to me. Let me show it a little bit more. I feel like I could always just like give more.
Oh,
Because I'm really
I
bad
feel-
at like picking up the phone or just texting back or something like that. So
Yes.
I feel like that's a way that I could just pour a little. But what's out? I think, okay, this is dumb. But I think something that can be out is my love for the 6'7" joke.
Oh my gosh, you're one of them.
I am.
Oh,
I
no.
like unironically love it. Everything about it. And I'm like, I don't even understand it.
Yeah, I think that's a really good out, if I'm being honest.
I think it needs
good
to go.
idea.
It needs to
Get
go.
her out of here.
Get her off the mic. I could go all day. I don't know what other outs. And I forget if Scott said that he had any too. My sister has like a complete list.
Oh,
and I'm trying to
gosh.
like steal from her like different ideas, but I forgot all of them.
Well, I think you have a very good start.
good
If
start.
that's
Get
as
out
far as it
6'7".
gets, I think that's good. Get it out of here.
Thank
No
you
way.
for being here. So we're
Thank
talking
you.
about your ins and outs and some ways to stay sober for the New Year's. Thank you so much for being here. And everyone stick around. We'll have more on Inside the Newsroom when we come back after the break. And welcome back to Inside the Newsroom. This is
It was like a dramatic pause for what?
I know.
Are you excited about saying goodbye to 2025?
Yes.
You are
kind of.
excited. Was it a bad year for you?
No, it was great. I got to start working at Keloland News. Got to touch some buttons here at the digital desk and
Yeah.
figure out all these lights and stuff.
Yeah, it's
Get
fun.
to work with you.
It's fun stuff, isn't it?
Have you thought about your ins and outs yet for 2026?
No, not at
Why
all.
not? I
I'm
asked
sure
Summer
you have.
what hers were. The one that stuck out to me that I'm stealing from her is pour into the people that pour into you.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes, sure does.
That's my in. And I told her that my out is going to be the 6'7" joke.
Oh, God.
I really like it a lot. I hope
You
everyone-
do?
I do, like unironically.
That's funny.
I'm not lying. It's real.
Now, imagine this. I use it at the house just to annoy people. Would you believe that?
No. No. You?
Yeah, like if some show's on at 6:30, you can't say 6:30. You have to say, I don't know, it's between 6 and 7.
That's different.
Like that. It's almost like dad joke. So you have to expect that stuff, right?
Do you think that's a dad joke?
Well, the way I put it,
The way you do it?
I'm a dad.
Scatman joke. Yeah, I'm sure Peyton's like, ugh. I'm sure
No,
Melanie's like,
Peyton loves it.
good.
Melanie
see?
Morgan
Me
on
too.
the other, are on the other side of that one. In fact, for Halloween, I don't know if we talked about this. Now this is going back, obviously. For Halloween, Morgan dressed up as the number 6 with tissue papers because she's sick of 6'7". Get it? And a friend of hers dressed up as 7.
Oh, that's cool. Okay,
Yep.
I like that.
Same thing.
I like
with
that.
with the tissue because they're sick of 6'7".
Because I always
Get it?
I always thought that joke was in reference to like, why was 6 scared of 7? Because 7, 8, 9.
Right.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
we need to
that's
stop
an
talking
old-
about it.
that's an
Okay,
old
this
one.
is out of 2026. This is
Yeah,
out.
we only have 9
this is
minutes.
Out. This is Dunzo. I know. Well, yeah, we got 6
Right.
now. Oh, what was I gonna ask you? Do you do any or celebrate New Year's Eve at all a special way?
Special way?
Yeah,
Well, I don't know.
get champagne
really.
out, watch the ball
Well,
drop. anything
we
like
are
that?
going to we're going to try to go out to eat as a family. We'll see how busy everything is. So I'm a little nervous about that.
Does it get busy out at
Yeah,
restaurants? I
it
don't
gets
know.
busy. It does.
My family, we order takeout. We always get Chinese food.
Oh, you
on New
do?
Year's
That's
Eve.
fun.
Mhm. And so we just eat it up, eat it up.
So do you have it delivered at a regular dinner hour, or do you have it delivered late so you can watch the ball drop and ring in the new year?
We've only watched the ball drop like 1 or 2 years out of my
Okay.
25. So we don't really do that. We probably eat at a regular hour, I would say.
All right.
But I know because you told me that this morning
boy.
that the morning anchors and yourself talked about the ball dropping
Yes.
for like a little crosstalk segment,
Mm-hmm.
a little morning talkable. I haven't watched it, but I know that Summer has a hot take. So let's go ahead and play the clip and see what exactly was being talked about.
All right, I told you guys I have a hot take. I think the ball drops too slowly. I think it's so anticlimactic. I think it's so anticlimactic because it just slowly
me
like
laughing.
lowers.
Were you expecting that?
No.
Okay.
Well,
Your
no.
reaction's so genuine.
Because I'm thinking, they always make a big deal of what? Made out of glass, crystal, whatever it's made out of. Right?
Yes.
So they make a big deal about that. And to me, when she described it, it's like it falls too slowly. Well, you want the thing to go slamming
Yeah,
down as I hit the mic and everything breaks?
Yeah. She wants a big explosion.
But anyway, go ahead.
Well, she likes fireworks, so maybe that's why. She's ready for the quickness.
And if I want, I think it should be like a whop. You know what I'm saying?
Break all the glass.
Well, like, you know, they can catch it, but like, it needs to be faster. Like, you can hardly see it moving. It's just like, that's
Why
it.
it's a countdown, so you can look away, and they're like, okay, we're down to 2, and now I can look at it.
So you think at 1 it should just go boom?
Yes.
Okay, that would be more exciting.
That would be way more exciting. Like when I first heard of the ball drop when I was a kid, that's what I was expecting. And then I stay up
Like
and I watch
gravity
them like,
take over?
yeah, and I'm like, that's so anticlimactic. It just like slowly lowers itself.
You got to ease your way into the new
You
year.
don't want to break
You
anything
gotta
either.
ease your
Well,
way.
you
You know, this year it has to go back up. Yeah,
I know, but here's the deal. They're
it does.
Yeah, it was part of the story. It will go back up, and then to celebrate the birth of America, they'll put an American flag on it.
Oh, nice.
There's no way they can't have like suspension things that help like slow it down
That's
a
true,
little bit,
yeah.
you know? Like it just needs to drop like most of the ways.
I like how they flipped the switch, and to me, nothing happened.
Nothing. No,
They were
that's
testing
what I
it.
think every year.
In that video,
Okay.
they flipped the switch, and no lights came on. Nothing happened. I'm like,
so
what?
it's so different.
Nothing happened.
Okay, now I understand testing the ball more than testing the confetti.
That's
Yeah.
yeah.
So like, okay.
Yeah. That
Because
well, I hope
yesterday,
they're prepared.
Go ahead and pause it. Because yesterday the story was they did a test run of confetti.
Okay.
So we're like, okay, so then now what happens? Do they clean it up and they recycle it and then they use it for New Year's Day?
Oh, right.
Or do they leave it there and people show up going, man, I guess I'm a day late?
Yeah. Did I miss the party?
See all the confetti. Or somebody clean it up and throw it away.
Obviously.
Sounds like you're ready for
And then
it.
will the
too.
new confetti work? So many questions.
You should work
It's
there.
just confetti.
You should figure it out.
Just throw it around.
Just throw it down. That's what I'm thinking.
well, I know I'm going to sleep
looking
through it because
forward
I'm not
to
going to miss anything. So
I'm sure you'll have it on the news tomorrow.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'll see it tomorrow. I'll be
You know
like,
what? You could take that video and you could speed it up yourself.
aw, yeah.
Now,
And
there's
so
an idea. We
we
could
go.
do
it would just sound like a bunch of chipmunks counting down. Then
it's good video, good sound too. We could do the real version, and then we could do Summer's version, and
All
just
right.
speed up that video.
you know what? Happy New Year to me.
Yeah, you know, I won't be here tomorrow, so somebody else is going to have to get on that job.
I'm sure somebody will help me.
Our producers will help you out with that.
Oh yeah.
See, there's an idea for you tomorrow. I know in the holidays it's hard to get these ideas and fill the time.
Yeah. So we'll just do the normal time ball drop and then Summer's ball drop. I like it.
All right, there you go, and have a good New Year then.
Yeah. Happy New Year.
All right, thank you. You too. There you go. Let's walk
Hey,
over
thank
here.
you too. Aw, that's so sweet.
So we'll see what happens tomorrow.
Wow, what a hot take. Summer, but you don't
Oh.
agree with her. You don't think it should go.
I don't want anything to break. Do you want the thing to fall and have an explosion? Welcome to 2026.
Kind of funny.
And
well,
then
I
you
guess
have
not. I guess not.
yeah, you have broken glass
No, I
everywhere.
don't want that.
But, maybe the suspension thing would work.
Well, they're going to
It comes down quick, and then at the end, it slows down.
Well, I can't wait for Summer's version tomorrow. We're going to have to watch the morning show to see it, Scott. Jordan said he'd do it.
Is he here tomorrow? I don't think he is.
Oh, yeah, he's not here tomorrow.
Yeah. You
He
could easily
lied.
say that.
He lied. I'll make Perry do it. Give
Is
Perry an
Perry?
assignment.
Well, Perry's wandering the newsroom today, so
I
he might
know,
be here
keeps
tomorrow.
walking around. All right, Scott, we're out of time.
9 minutes goes pretty quick.
I know, it sure does. When we have fun on Inside the Newsroom.
We do. Hopefully, we continue that into the new year.
No, I'm sure we will, Scott. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We got this. Well, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you. Enjoy the festivities, whatever you have planned. Enjoy the food.
I know, my cheesecakes. I promise on Monday I'm going to give you some photos of these cheesecakes. I will say, I made it last night. They came out perfect. No cracks or
But
anything
no
like
photos.
that. I forgot. And then tomorrow I'm doing the Santa hat thing. So you'll see it then, okay?
Okay. Perry
Okay.
just walked that way. Told you he's wandering
We'll let him
around.
know. Let's go grab him. All right, stay around for Inside the Newsroom, though. We're not done yet. No wave from Scott
No way-
because
okay.
we have a special
my arms down
announcement
here.
about what's going on tonight on KELOLAND Plus. You can do the wave if you want, Scott.
Nope. Not doing it. You told me not to.
All right, you don't have to do it then. Happy New Year. All right, stick around for more on Inside the Newsroom. Special New Year's Eve celebration announcement coming up next. And welcome back to Inside the Newsroom. Do you need a special way to celebrate the new year? Well, stay with KELOLAND Plus tonight and enjoy Coast to Coast New Year's Eve Countdown to 2026. This show features bands like Foreigner, Styx, UB40, and more, all hosted live from Las Vegas. This is an exclusive tour on KELOLAND Plus with multiple staging areas spanning coast to coast. This includes New York City, Reunion Tower, deep in the heart of Texas, Arizona's legendary Gila River Resort and Casino, and the iconic pirate ship at the Treasure Island Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas. This exclusive show can be seen anywhere you get KELOLAND Plus, with the app or online at KELOLAND.com. Now, there will be a pre-show from 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock tonight on KELOLAND Plus, and then we have news at 10, actually at 9 o'clock tonight. So we can start this main show tonight at 10 o'clock. And that's all the time that we have today for Inside the Newsroom. Happy 2025, happy 2026, and until next time, we'll see you in the new year. Have a great day, everyone.